Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Patriot Stadium, where tonight the Northern Highlands Highlanders come in to play your Wayne Hills Patriots as the Patriots open up the 2008-2009 football season. I'm Dan Cohen, alongside Sean Yu and Brian DeBow. Well, guys, it's been a while since we've had football. How you feeling right now?
Personally, I'm really pumped for this season. I can't wait what happens. I'm a junior now, so I can appreciate Wayne Hills football a little bit more. And they graduated a lot of seniors last year. They have a lot of spectators that think that they won't be able to do it. They're doubting that they'll get to the state championship, especially undefeated. I think they'll be able to do it, although they're a young team right now. I think they have a lot of key players.
You know what? I'm excited too, Dan, but this weather is just making me sad that we can't have a full production going on, but let's hope it runs good.
Well, guys, it's a new look for the Wayne Hills Patriots, and in more ways than one. The most obvious reason is the new field. We have turf for the first time instead of the natural grass that we've had for a while. Additionally, we have a new look team. It's a young team returning very few starters, and with very few unproven stars, there's a lot to be seen this season. And of course, up in the booth, a big change as we graduated two announcing legends in David Suntup and Andrew Guile. Well, first, let's go right into the keys for tonight's game. My keys are this. Protect Quinn. He's a young quarterback with very little varsity experience against first-team defenses. It's going to be important to give him time to throw the ball so he can become comfortable in the pocket. My second key is to protect the ball. And by this I mean the Wayne Hills Patriots are going to be playing a lot of teams that are in reality below the quality of them. And in order to keep the ball away from the other team, they're going to have to play smart with the ball. The other team can't score when the Patriots have the ball. And my final key, work the ball around on offense. In the past few years, the Patriots have always had one or two guys, last year, Dan DeSico and Carlton Morrison, who really were able to carry the load on offense. Brian Ogden's really the only true returning offensive starter, so they're going to really have to work the ball around on offense, and Ronnie Dries and Justin Horahan, they're going to have to prove themselves.
And my keys for 2008 are play smart. By play smart, I mean no stupid turnovers or no stupid penalties. You should keep the turnovers down, which means less offensive possessions for the other team, and keep the penalties down. My next key is pressure the offense. The defense has to come with a blitz consistently, both with the line and even secondary blitzes. With pressure coming, it gives the quarterback mistakes and fumbles. My final key is special teams. The past years, you had Carlton Morrison, Dan DeSico getting a lot of returns during the season, and even Ray Van Penen. This year, the special teams have to step up and get enough touchdowns to support the offense for this year.
My keys are change up the playbook. I mean, in the past, we all know that Wayne Hills is a legendary running team. They like to go with DeSico, Morrison last year. But this year, they have Ronnie. He's a new player. And they also have Mike Quinn, who he has a strong arm. And a lot of teams these days like to bring in 3 tackles or bring in the blitz. I mean, you're going to have to eventually throw it. I know in this weather tonight it's rainy, but you're going to have to throw it up there. You could easily fumble just as he could throw up an interception. He's got a strong arm, and he's got to step up. My second key is senior step up. A lot of players on this team are seniors starting in new positions they weren't in last year, but they were juniors playing last year, such as Brian Ogden. I think they're really going to have to step up and show their leadership skills to the juniors and sophomores that are getting some game time. Show them that this is Wayne Hills, and we're a legend, we're a dynasty. You have to win the state championship. It's expected. My final key is dominate the line. Obviously, you're going to want to get as much pressure as you can on the opposing offense, considering you have so many good D-backs that can make plays and interceptions off faulty throws. And then also on offense side, you want to give Quinn enough room, enough time to throw the ball, as Dan said. So, I mean, as long as they go through all that, they shouldn't have any problems.
Right, Brian. Speaking of Mike Quinn, our very own Brian DeBow had a moment to speak with the quarterback and outside the pocket.